Match number 6 pits the Resurrection Christian Cougars versus the Dayspring Christian Eagles in the final match on this court in pool play, as about 11 seconds left in the warm-ups, as the Daysprings Eagles will have Maggie Fargo, Michaela Donahoe, Jordan Angus, Hannah Donahoe, Emily Kurz, and Kaylee Angus on the floor, with the libero being Sarah Ingram. For the Res Christian Cougars, they'll have Kelly Gattikin, Riley Lenneman, Abby Skipworth, Madison Webb, Jennifer Lohr, and Preston Linneman. As whoever wins this matchup will be the number 2 team coming out of this. And if Daysprings loses, they become the number 3 seed, and they would have to play back-to-back-to-back games. And that's got to be tough. As both teams get ready, the refs are still talking over on the right side of the court. As in the near court will be the Daysprings Eagles. In the far court will be the Res Christian Cougars, and the Cougars look like they will start with the serve first, as it'll be Riley Lenneman. Linneman with the serve for Res Christian. Lenneman's serve was deep for point number 1 to Daysprings. I should say it's Dayspring Christian, but we say Daysprings. Popped up back row, set up by Webb, near side for Linneman. She will float it over the block and down for a kill. For number 1 is Preston Linneman. It's her first kill of the match, and that'll send Abby Skipworth with the ball. Back row, dug out by Kurz, and then popped up by Franco. Free ball over by Donahoe. Picked up Webb near side for Preston, and dug out by Kurz. Angus will have to let Donahoe free ball over. Near side will be Linneman and Riley, and blocked at the net on a return attempt. And getting the block will be Lohr. Skipworth, serve again to Kurz, to Donahoe, and picked up by Res Christian, and flipped over by Linneman, and down for a kill is Preston. Skipworth drives one deep and out for a Dayspring point. Baylor on the court for the Cougars as Preston Linneman down the sideline and in for a kill. And back to serve is Webb. Webb goes back row for Angus and tipped over the net, and Preston Linneman cannot handle it, and it's 4-3. Serve back to Baylor and picked out and over for Linneman and off Baylor again and can't get it over. And it's tied 4-4. Picked up backside by Lord. Back set for Linneman and out on the long attack. And it's 5-4 Daysprings. Back row dug out by Lord, set up near side for Boulders. Picked up by Fargo, backside dug out, and Webb will get it and free ball over. And into the net goes Baylor and makes it 6-4. Ball picked up by Lor, set up Webb, short set to Linneman and out. And I think that may have tipped it, is Donahoe, but they say no, and 7-4. Back row picked up by Linneman, set and tipped over by Webb and knocked back over by Daysprings, and it falls for a point, and kill goes to Angus in Jordan Angus. Back row served up by Lord. Short set and Linneman into the net, or into the antenna, and it is 9-4 and a timeout taken by Res Christian. As Daysprings coming out and not playing like they did against Akron, or they're like, hey, we got to not play back-to-back games like we are possibly going to have to do, or something like that. As it'll be a quick timeout break for Dayspring. As they will get out on the floor first. And they will retain the serve out of the timeout. Both teams 1-1. This determines the 2 and 3. Preston Linneman, far set for Boulders, and she'll flip it over and be picked up by Donahoe. And be pushed over on a free ball. Set up Webb. Back row will be Linneman, and she cannot get it over, and a 4 hit by Res Christian, and it is 10-4 Dayspring. Serve back row will be Linneman. A lure off the block and gets one to fall. And in the net, they say, was Angus, and makes it 10-5. And Preston Linneman will have the serve. Linneman, Fargo goes over the net, and Lore right there to put one down on the serve or the return too far close to the net. Linneman to Fargo, set up by Angus for her sister Angus, and out on the attack, and makes it 10-7. Res Christian making some points come back. 3 straight points. Ball popped over by Linneman, and Kurz. Webb near side for Riley Linneman. Pushed over, and a 4-hit lift, and make it 10-8 as Dayspring still leads, and Preston Linneman still with the serve. Linneman near side for Fargo, and tops up for Kurz. Dug out back row, picked up by Webb. Linneman and will put it back row, and Ingram can't handle it, and it's down for a kill. 10-9. Linneman, dugout back row. Angus near set is Kurz, as pushed over by the Eagles. Webb, far set for Linneman, picked up by Angus, pushed into the net is her sister Jordan, and makes it 10-10 as this ball could not get pushed over the net. Preston Linneman, dugout back row, Ingram. Angus sent far side for Kurz, through a block, dug out into the net, and pushed and down as Dayspring regains a lead 11-10, and they will get the serve as it will go to Kaylee Angus. Kaylee will go back row, dugout, and short set for Lore, and off the block, and Taylor Ingram with a stuff block. It makes it 12-10. Ball served over, dugout, Webb, near side for Riley Linneman, and off the stuff block again is Taylor Ingram. 13-10. Ball dug out back row. Webb sets up near side for Riley Linneman in the net, and 14-10, and that is another hitting error for this Res Christian Cougar team. Angus still with a serve, dug out and pushed over the net through as Lore puts it over. Kearns has to tip it over, picked up by Webb. Boulder for Lineman as it's dug down and out into the wall, and that's a kill for Linneman. Lore gets one back row, set up by Angus, near side for Kurz, and down for a kill, and makes it 15-11. Service Kurz, set up Webb near side, and out is Skipworth's long attack, and it's 16-11. Kurz dug out back row by the Cougars, picked up, and Boulder's near side dug out by the Eagles, as running into her own player was Angus right into Ingram, and it's 12-16. And back to serve for Boulders is Whittam. Whittam goes back row, and that's an ace off of Kurz. Makes it 13-16. Whittam right to Donahoe, set up for Donahoe again, off the block, dug out, back row, near side for near side is Riley. She'll be dug out back row, set up near side for Ingram, put over by the Eagles, back row, and down for a kill is Linneman. And it's 14-16 as Riley Linneman has got a kill. With them to Angus, and flipped over by Fargo, as this ball will land and make it 17-14. 14. As this ball lands out on a long serve and makes it 17-15. As this ball out and makes it 18-15. Ball picked up by Linneman near side for Riley. And a set up near for Donahue. And she will find the line and make it 19-15. And a timeout will be taken by Rez Christian. There's last timeout of the set. As 19-15 lead for Dayspring over Rez Christian. Rez Christian not coming out with the same intensity as they had against Akron. They're down only 4. As coming out of the timeouts, it will be Dayspring's ball. Ball dug out back row. Set up Webb for the Cougars as be pushed over and down as Skipworth with a stuff block. Makes it 19-16. Skipworth with the serve. She'll get it to Lenneman, and it'll be 19-17. The scoreboard has 20-17. I'm missing something. So we're going to go with a 20-17 Dayspring lead. This ball dug out back row, and it'll be an ace for Skipworth. It makes it 18-20. Skipworth to Lurs and back row, and a attack by Donahoe, and she gets over the block and makes it 21-18. Serve dug out back row into the net and off, could not be dug out, and makes it 22-18 by back row dug out by the Cougars. Near side for Preston Linneman into the net, and 23-18 Dayspring. Ball dug out by Linneman. Popped up for Linneman and be dug out back row by the Eagles. Popped up near side for Lurs. Comes up near side and popped up and will be free balled over by the Cougars. Angus to Fargo. Near side for Angus again, and it's popped out of bounds. Dug out of bounds by the Cougars and makes it 24. To 18. As serving for a set point will be Donahue. Set up Webb near side off Lore, and be set up Fargo, Donahoe, and long and wide Makes it 24-19 as Res Christian staves off one set point. Webb with the serve and go to Donahoe. Fargo near side for Lurs. And off the block and Kurz and off the block and out. Makes it 25-19 as Kurz gets the set point as the Dayspring Christian Eagles win set one 25-19 as we'll be right back with set number two on this big-time small-town media production of the 15th annual NJC Spectacular on ColoradoPreps.tv.
Americans love numbers and iPhones. We all know the 7 dwarves, 4 seasons, and 12 days of Christmas. Now, for a limited time, the Arrow is featuring countless reasons to own an iPhone. With an iPhone, you can take great photos or take a crack at Angry Birds, watch your favorite video, or use it as a watch. Find an old school friend on Facebook, or simply browse the web. The way you really ought to find is your nearest Bureau store, because for a limited time, you can have an iPhone for only $79.99. Before these great iPhone deals end, get into Arrow. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
Northeastern Junior College Athletics would like to invite you to support NJC Athletics by becoming a member of the Plainsman Athletic Group. The Plainsman Athletic Group has levels of memberships for both businesses and individuals. For more information on how you can become a member of the Plainsman Athletic Group, call 970-521-6618. All support of the Plainsman Athletic Group goes directly to athlete scholarships, ensuring that Northeastern Junior College athletes get the best education possible. Call now, 970-521-6618, and become a member of the Plainsman Athletic Group.
You're looking for a used car, but you don't really trust those used car dealers. At Ertl Brothers Discount Auto in Sterling, trust is not an issue. At Ertl Brothers Discount Auto, there is no purchase as is. Every vehicle on the lot comes with a complete warranty. For your convenience of shopping, Ertl Brothers Discount Auto is available online anytime at ebautos.com. They understand that not everyone works 9 to 5, so they'll even set up private appointments to work with your schedule. Visit Ertl Brothers Discount Auto, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Saturday, 9 to 4.
These days, there's no free lunch, no free ride, not even any free time. Here at Bank of Colorado, we're putting an end to all that. Instead of our personal free checking and personal free cash, we serve up a whole lot of freedom. You'll start with free checking, free online banking, free telebank presence, free pay and more. And when you add our personal free collection, you'll get a free savings account, free to raise and more. So if you want to bring back your freedom, apply today. Visit bankofcolorado.com and long live free.
Daysprings will have the ball coming out of the first set. They lead 1-0 over the Resurrection Christian Cougars. As Maggie Fargo will serve for the Eagles. Dugout back row, set up, Webb far side for Preston Lenneman off the block, and they say off the net, and a 4-hit violation on the Cougars gives the Eagles a point, and Fargo to serve again. Serve down the center and a rotation violation by the Cougars. Point number 2. Back row dugout, set up, Webb, and she'll tip it right over for the kill. As smart play by Webb. As back row dugout, set up, Fargo, Donahoe cannot have it go through. Back row attack by Linneman. Set up near side for Donahoe as the 4 hits and tie this ball game up at 2 apiece. This ball is smoked down the line and off of Kurz for an ace, and it's 3-2 Res Christian. Kurz sets up for Fargo. Has to be a free ball over dugout, back row. Webb shoots and off the block and into a free ball over for the Cougars. Sets up as it'll be Preston Linneman. Set up near side for Donahue for the Eagles, and dug out and out of play. And Daysprings ties it up at 3. Dugout, back row. Webb comes set near side for Preston Linneman. Off the block and dugout and push back across. Linneman puts one home, as that is a 4-3 lead now for the Cougars. Coming into the game will be Darcy Boulders. Webb with the serve. Goes up to Donahoe and flat-footed attack in the back row. Baylor dug out and comes up and to Linneman, and she will put one down for a kill off the hands of Fargo, as she could not handle the heat. Webb with the serve again as the Cougars lead 5-3. Goes back to Donahoe, set up by Fargo, and off the block, dug out, and Baylor keeps it alive. Tipped over, Webb in the net as Lohr could not get it over the net, as a point Dayspring. Donahoe with the serve, back row, gets dug out, tipped over for Boulders, and tipped over the block and down for a kill. And makes it 6-4 Res Christian in this second set. Now Preston Linneman will go back row, dug out by the Eagles. Comes up near side for Kurz and off the block and down for a kill. As that hits all line, and it comes 6-5. Sends the serve back with Kaylee Angus. Angus serves back row. Comes up near side to Riley Linneman, and she tips it over and in. 7-5. As Abby Skipworth comes back onto the court for Res Christian. Dug out back row by the Eagles, set up by Angus, near side for Fargo, tipped over and can't be dug out by the Cougars. Good effort by Lohr, but it falls. 7-6, and now the Eagles will have a chance to tie this up. Kurz with the serve, set up back row, and is pushed over by the Cougars. Near side for Angus, and it's dug out back row, and Linneman. Near side will be Fargo for the Cougars. Dug out, set up far side for Linneman, and it's going to go down the line for a kill. Riley Linneman not giving up on the play. And now it'll be Carly Whittam to serve. Set up by the Eagles near side Fargo, and she will try to find the line, and it is out. And makes it 9-6. Serve back row. comes out short, near side for Donahue. Dug out back row. Webb sets near side for Riley Lenneman, and catches the back line and in. And that's the first double digits is Res Christian in set number 2. Ball's just over the net, off the dig, and no one can handle it. And it is an ace as Dayspring will take a timeout here. They still lead 1-0 as they trail by a score of 11-6 here in the timeout. Dayspring will be down by 5 coming out of the timeout, and Res Christian will have the serve coming out of the timeout. As it's been, this is for who will be in the number 2 and number 3 seed in the black pool of this NJC Spectacular. As coming out of the timeout, the Res Christian Cougars will have Whitham serving. Near side will be for Donahoe, and she can't find the net. Near side, Fargo has to play it over. Whitman, near side, as Skipworth will find the back line and down, and Res Christian doubles up Daysprings here in set number 2. Excuse me, they have 12-7. I don't know why it's keep adding points. I must have missed one. Back row dug out by Donahue, set up Ingram. Back row set dug out by the Cougars. Near side will be Linneman and Riley, and she will tiptoe the line and make it 13-7. Back row dug out by the Eagles, set up near side for Donahue, and put home is Webb, as that ball was just in her wheelhouse and just put down and makes it 14-7, and now Res Christian doubles up Daysprings in set 2. Ball set over and out as be a quick point for Dayspring, and they'll get the ball back as Gatikin will come back in for Res Christian. Ball served back row and over as near side off the block and falls, and Linneman joust one at the net as this ball falls on the Cougars side as Daysprings gets a point back. Ball rolls the net near side for Skipworth, and be played up by Ingram as she tries to dig it out. Plays off the top of the backboards of the hoops that are up as be 15-9. The serve back row dug out by the Eagles, set up near side for Donahue, dug out by the Cougars, near side for Linneman, and into the net goes her attack and makes it 10-15 as Daysprings gets a point back. (15-10) backs a dugout, comes over is Linneman, has to try to flat-footed attack over. Near side set for Donahoe, and blocked at the net is Donahoe by Skipworth, and it's 16-10 now. And Res Christian gets the serve back. As this ball dug out back row by the Cougars, picked up by Fargo and put over. As it be Linneman as Worth has to play it over on a free ball. Fargo near side, and Donahoe will have to play it over on the free. Danikin near side for back across, as this one will fall out of bounds and just missing the line on the other side of the net. And it's 16-11. Baylor will come in defensively for the Cougars. Picked up Webb near side and pushes it over. Webb will have it go far side for Linneman as it gets all the way over, and it'll be a free ball over and does not get on to the Cougar side, and they score a point, 17-11. Boulder's back on for the Cougars. Webb to serve for Res Christian. Dug out and set near side for Kurz. And it'll be off the net and down for a kill. It makes it 17-12. Serve across into the net is Donahoe and makes it 18-12, and Res Christian gets a serve back, and it will go to Jennifer Lohr. Or excuse me, it'll go to Linneman, as back is Webb. Set up far side for Riley Linneman, and off the block and down and in, and that makes it 19-12. Linneman with the serve across the net, and it goes far side, and it'll be free balled over by Angus. Webb sets up for short Lohr, and down and in, and that is the first of 20 is Res Christian, and they up by 8. And a timeout be taken by Dayspring, and that is their final timeout of the set. Dayspring leading 1-0 over Res Christian, but is down 8, 20-12 here in set number 2, and are currently out of timeouts. Both teams not giving up the play for the number 2 spot. Whoever wins this becomes the number 2 seed. The loser becomes number 3. And Dayspring does not want to be the loser of this, because they would play back-to-back-to-back games. Coming out of the timeout, Dayspring will be taking the serve. Near side set, and for Kurz, and she cannot put it across, and down for a stuff block is Lohr, and it becomes 21-12. Preston Linneman with the serve. Dug out, back rope, set up near side for Kurz, and her attack goes long, and it's 22-12. Up by 10 is Res Christian. Back row dugout. Set up Angus near side for Kurz. She plays it over the block. Set up near side. Webb boulders off the block. She'll set it up herself over to Linneman, and down for a kill on the cross court, and 23-12. Preston Linneman still with the serve. She'll jump serve and get it to the back row, knocked over as Linneman sets up Webb near side for Riley Linneman. Cross court and comes across, and Kurz has to free ball it over. Near side as Webb tries to lay out for it, and she can't get to it. And still up by 10 is 23-13, and Dayspring will have a serve, and it'll go to Kaylee Angus. As a shoe tire is Riley Litteman. Angus, dugout, back row, set up near side for Riley Litteman, and down for a kill as it goes off the libero, and she might need to check her arms because there might be a volleyball imprinted on her forearms. As it'll be Jennifer Lohr serving for the set point. This is set 2. As it's picked up back row, set up near side for Kurz. Dugout back row by the Cougars. And it'll be a free ball attack over and off the hands of Angus and down for a kill from Preston Linneman. As that will end this one as Res Christian comes back to take a set 25-13 over Daysprings and evens this set up at 1 apiece, as we'll be back right after this with set number 3 at the NJC Spectacular 15th annual edition. This is a big time small town media production on ColoradoPreps.tv.
For certified windshield repair and replacement, you already know to call Smart Parts in Sterling. For what about grill guards, running boards, and other truck accessories, such as VW hitches and 3M clear protective coating for any vehicle? Smart Parts has what you're looking for. Ask about the Vortex system, used for sprayed-on truck liners to protect your truck bed from wear and tear while enhancing the beauty of your truck. For these and other services, see Smart Parts at 530 6th Avenue in Sterling or call 522-5399.
One of the most important benefits of being a Premier Farm Credit member borrower is having the opportunity to share in the association's profits. Since 2001, Premier has paid out over $31 million in patronage dividends. If you want to be a part of a member-owned and controlled cooperative that offers interest rates that are competitive in the marketplace and committed to a patronage dividend program, call your local Premier Farm Credit office. Premier Farm Credit, the gold standard in ag lending.
Hi, I'm Ben Blecka, owner, founder, and one of the talents of Big Time Small Town Media. The broadcast you're seeing today is a production of Big Time Small Town Media. Just 1 year ago, a group of Northeast Colorado sports broadcasters started something we hoped would bring extra joy to the athletes participating in the games we were already covering on radio. It has turned into a service we provide for not only Northeast Colorado athletes, but athletes statewide, region-wide, and internationally who request our services. We do straight-to-DVD production in addition to live internet productions of any event who wants Big Time Small Town Media to be a part of their community, because Big Time Small Town Media is more than just sports. It's community. Are you interested in the services Big Time Small Town Media can provide your upcoming event? I encourage you to contact me at ben@bigtimesmalltown.com. You can see some of the many events we've done in the past year at ihigh.com/bigtimesmalltown. And I encourage you, think about Big Time Small Town Media being a part of your community with whatever upcoming events you've got.
Set number 3 is on its way as Daysprings and Res Christian tied at 1 game apiece. As Res Christian will start off with the ball out of the break. And it'll be Riley Linneman for Res Christian. Her serve dug out back row by the Eagles. Set up Fargo near side. It'll be Kurz, and her attack will go long. And Res Christian has the 1-0 advantage. Lindemann serves back row, dug out by the libero, and pushed over as this ball will fall on Res Christian's side as the block attempt by Skipworth was a little late. Serve back row and is taken by Lore. Set up Webb near side for Preston Linneman and down and check the floor. It's got a dent. Skipworth will serve and go back row for Kurz. Set up near side for Donahoe off the block and tipped by Riley Linneman, and it will be a 2-2 ball game. And into the game is Baylor, the defensive specialist. And it'll go right to Baylor, and she cannot handle this serve as she just got the wrong angle on it. And it's an ace for the Eagles. Makes it 3-2. Set up near side as this ball will be off the Bank of Colorado sign over on the wall of the Bank of Colorado Event Center, and makes it 4-2 Daysprings. Back row set up by Linneman, set up for Sister Preston, and down for a major point. And it's a kill for Preston Linneman, and serve will go back for Webb. Webb's serve goes back to Kurz, set up for Fargo. Near side for Kurz once again and into the net, and we got a tie ball game at 4 apiece. This will go at least 4 sets as both teams winning a set. And back row dugout, and it'll be an ace for Rez Christian as Donahoe could not handle it on the serve. Back to Donahoe again. She pops it up. The libero will take it herself as Hannah Donahoe will take it. Lore, backside, will put it down. Dug out and pushed across by the Eagles. Donahoe will watch this one go by as Linneman could not get on top of the ball, and she shoots it wide. And comes 5-5. Serve up by Donahoe. And picked up near side. Preston Linneman is off the tip and down. And that is her 4th kill of this set. And she'll give herself the serve. Far side, it'll be tipped up and over for an ace as Michaela Donahoe having some trouble early on here against the serve. Serve back, liberos will take it, set up by Angus, near side for Kurz, off the block, dug out, back row. Set up Webb, near side for Riley Linneman, and down for a kill. And makes it 8-5. Linneman, short serve, picked up near side as Ingram will go long and wide on her attack. Makes it 9-5. Linneman will serve one right into the net and makes it 9-6. Pitch is, I should say, the serve inside, and this ball will fall and give the point to Rez Christian. I don't know why I said the pitch. I'm just used to baseball. And it's 10-6 Rez Christian. Jennifer Lore will have the serve. Goes short front row, and this will go off the stand for a ace and make it 11-6 for Res Christian as a timeout taken by Daysprings. They have one timeout coming left in the set. This is the last time they took a timeout. They were down by 5, 11-6 in last set, and now they are in the same situation. Both teams coming out of the timeout real quick. As it will still be Lore with the serve. Backside will be taken out and dug out by the Eagles. Kurz will have to flip it over, and it'll be off the block of Linneman and in. Makes it 11-7. Serve goes back row to Lore. Set up far side for Boulder, and she will tip it over. Big time and a lift called by the Eagles. And makes it 12-7, Res Christian. And Whitham will come in to serve for Res Christian, and she'll serve back row, dug out, tip near side for Fargo. Fargo attack is taken out, and a big swing by Skipworth and down for a kill. Makes it 13-7. Serve up, back row, dug out by the Eagles. Far side, and this ball is going to land just inside the line as it looked like it was going out, and you heard out, out, out by Whitham. Serve back row, dug out by Linneman, and it'd be pushed over by the Cougars. Tipped over as dug out by Lauren. No one can get to this and make it 13-9 now. Short serve, Linneman digs it out near side for Skipworth, and she will put one down, and it'll be put over as Webb tries to knock it back over. The Cougars will have to set it up again. Linneman, and be off the block, and a lift called, and be 14-19 or 14-9, and Riley Linneman will give herself the serve, and she'll put one right in the net, make it 14-10. Dayspring down 10-14 to Res Christian. Both have a set apiece. Picked up Linneman. Set Webb. Skipworth off the block, picks it up off the net. Webb, far side, Preston Linneman will put it over. Near side will go the Eagles as they'll dig it out. Linneman will try to set it back and can't get Skipworth to put it across, and it goes out of bounds, and 14-11 as the Eagles get a point and a break. Near side, it'll be Laura. She'll get it set up by Webb. Blocked at the net and popped up as Donahue will be threw it over the hands of Skipworth, and it's 14-12. The serve goes back row, dug out. Webb near side for the Cougars, and it'll be to Linneman and down, and she has been an offensive force for the Cougars, and it'll be Skimpworth as she'll go straight down the middle, picked up by the Eagles and dug out by the Cougars on a free ball attack. It'll be back row dug out by the Eagles, near side Donahoe, and tipped over the net and down as Dayspring staying within a few. As it'll be Baylor coming back on for the Cougars. Serve back row, near side for Preston Linneman, dug out and in. As the refs are discussing if there was an in the net call first. As they say it was not, and it'd be 16-13 Res Christian. Webb will serve for the Cougars. Serve across as Donahoe plays it out. Free ball attempt over as it'll be picked up by Baylor. Near side for Linneman, picked up by Donahoe and blocked at the net, picked up by Laura on the Cougar side. Near side will be Linneman off the block. Webb, short set over crossed and be down and out. They say it'll be out. And it'll be 14-16. And now Ingram will come on for Daysprings. Donahoe with the serve, short serve over the middle. It'll be popped across by Lord. Cougars will take the ball and just free it over. Set up by Fargo for Ingram. Could not get to it, and she'll hit it into the net. And 4-hit violation and 17-14. Serve back row by Preston Linneman. Back across for the Cougars. Webb set up near side. Preston Linneman, flat-footed attack across. And picked up near side Kurz. Back row for the Cougars. Set up near side Linneman and down in the back on the line. Makes it 18-14. Gives Preston Linneman the serve once again. Linneman, back row for Donahue, picked up by Angus. That'll be a free ball over by Fargo. Picked up Baylor. Webb, near side for Linneman. Dug out by Fargo. Pushed across. Cougars will take it and for Linneman. And over the net and off the block down. And for a point is 19-14. And a timeout taken by by Daysprings Christian. That'll be their final timeout of the set. Down by 4 are Daysprings, but everyone has a one set advantage over each. Akron has already put themselves as the number 1 seed out of the black pool. We're just waiting on gold pool to see who they will play. That right now is in set number 2 of their final match of their 5th match between Otis and Sterling. And Sterling currently holds a 1-0 over Otis. And then it'll be followed by Sterling Kalichi. Preston Linneman will fire over, and it'll be popped up at the net, and it'll be over as Baylor will take it. Webb set near side for Lindemann, and down off the back row, off the libero, is a point for the Cougars. Preston Lindemann serving will go back row, dug out, and pushed over by Angus, and she will catch the line, and it'll make it 20-15, and that will give herself the serve, as it'll be Kaylee Angus. Goes back row for Lore, near side for Lindemann, and she can't get it to go over the net, and she'll touch it one more time. 4-hit violation, and Angus will have the serve once again. Soft serve, and it goes down for an ace, and it makes it 20-17. So 3 quick points for Dayspring. Back row, dug out by Preston Lindemann. Far side, and it'll have to be a free ball over attempt by Boulders. Far side will be Kurz, and she will miss the block and hook it out of bounds. And this will be 21-17. As now Abby Skipworth comes back in, and it'll be Jennifer Lohr with the serve for the Cougars. Her serve will roll the net and be set up by Angus, near side for Fargo. Back, and they say in the net is Skipworth, and makes it 21-18. Well, going back to serve will be Emily Kurz. Kurz will set it back row, near side will be Skipworth, off the block, dug out by the Eagles. Near side will be a free ball attempt over. Back row is Lindemann, near side for another Lindemann, and back and out, and makes it on the attack, and makes it 21-19. Kurz with the serve again. Go back row, picked up by Lindemann, set up by Webb. Skipworth pounds one home off of Angus, and makes it 22-19. And Whittam will go into serve. 22-19, the Cougars lead. Her serve, dug out back row, set up by Angus, pushed across, dug out front row, near side for Lindemann, and Webb, near side, Skipworth, off the block and down, and that will be 23-19. And Whittam will continue to serve. Serves back row, dug out by the Eagles and pushed across, dug out back by the Cougars, near side for Lindemann. Dug out, set up, Webb near side, Skipworth off the hands of Angus, and makes it 24-19 as Whittam will serve for set point. Back row, dug out by Donahoe. Back for a serve into Donahoe, and miss hit and into the net, and Rez Christian takes the third set, 25-19, as they will now have a 2-1 advantage over the Dayspring Eagles here in the NJC 15th Annual Spectacular, as this big-time small-town media production on ColoradoPreps.tv. We come back with set number 4 right after this.
Get your DVD copies of the Adventures theme live online at BigTimeSmallTown.com. Hi, I'm Ben Blecka, owner, founder, and one of the talents of Big Time Small Town Media. Very glad you're enjoying the broadcast we're bringing to you live online. Don't forget you can have this broadcast whenever and wherever you want with the purchase of the DVD from Big Time Small Town Media. Go to www.BigTimeSmallTown.com. There you can check out all the games that we've got from any past tournaments. We've been doing this for just more than a year, and Big Time Small Town Media is proud to be more than sports. We're community.
Play sports. Our team live baseball. We're not all prepared. We're all online. That's why we have to
Big Tex, a name you can trust to build great trailers. Big Tex, the name behind quality, precise design, and depth of production line. Big Tex, where style does not get lost in the rugged construction of products. Big Tex, made to last, made to perform. Big Tex, with years of experience and Texas pride built into every product. When your Big Tex touches the ground, it's tested and warranted, ready to transport the job you have. Get your Big Tex trailer at Sterling Trailers. Call 522-2855. You're looking for a used car, but you don't really trust those used car dealers. At Ertl Brothers Discount Auto in Sterling, trust is not an issue. At Ertl Brothers Discount Auto, every vehicle is fully inspected before it goes out on the lot, so you don't have to worry about buying that lemon. For your convenience of shopping, Ertl Brothers Discount Auto is available online anytime at ebautos.com. They understand that not everyone works 9 to 5, so they'll even set up private appointments to work with your schedule. Visit Ertl Brothers Discount Auto, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Saturday, 9 to 4.
Daysprings will have the ball coming into the fourth set, as it'll be Maggie Fargo doing the serving for Daysprings. Serve back row gets set up, and it'll be set up for Preston Linneman, and it'll be out for a Daysprings point as she tries to set it over. Back row dug out by Lord, near side Webb for Skipworth, off the block and out, and Rez Christian will get the serve and the point. Abby Skipworth with the serve. It'll be popped up, and it'll have to be a free ball over by the Eagles. Packed up back row and tipped over by Webb, and in the net go the Eagles. And the Cougars take a 2-1 advantage. Skipworth with the serve, and it clears the net as it's tipped over, and Donahoe with the attack as tries to get it over. It's blocked and free balled over. Set Webb near side for Preston Linneman, and finds the back line for a kill. And it's 3-1 Cougars. Back row, it's dug out by the Eagles. Set up by Angus, and her attack long and make it 4-1. And Rez Christian going 4 straight points. Skipworth. Serve and played off the net and off the blocks. Webb with a set, and Preston hits it off the net, and they get the 4-hit violation, which it looked like it may have been blocked, and that will give Donahoe, the serve for the Eagles. Back row, dug out by Bowler, near side for Lineman. Webb, near side, Preston puts it over on just a quick short. And backside is Donahoe. She tries to find the corner, and she can't. And it's wide, and it's 5-2. Boulders comes in for Res Christian. Ball served over by Webb. Set up near side for Kurz. Back dugout. Webb tries to go, and it'll be Linneman. Just popped over, and the Eagles will on the attack. Get it over as Preston Linneman's shot goes wide and makes it 5-3. Donahoe, high floater over the net, and Webb back set for Preston, and down for a kill. Makes it 6-3. Coming back into the game is Sarah Ingram, the libero for Dayspring. Serve popped up back row, set up by Angus. Near side for Kurz. Popped up. Webb just throws it over, and it's going to be popped back over by the Eagles. Near side for Lenneman, as Lenneman will have another chance at it, and she will find the court this time, as it'll be thrown down, and it's 7-3 lead for Res Christian, and that'll give Preston Lenneman the serve. She'll go back row, picked up by the Eagles. Kurz will float one over, dug out, and Preston tried to get it in, but just a little too much power. And it falls out of bounds and gives the point and serve to the Eagles. Kaylee Angus will serve for the Eagles. Picked up back rows. Near side for Riley. And picked up Webb. Once again, Riley tipped over. Picked up Angus. Near side for Fargo. And she'll go back corner, and she will find it and make it 7-5 on just the tip over. As Angus with the serve again, it'll be picked up by the Cougars and had to be freed over in the net. Goes Webb, and easy point for the Eagles. 7-6, Cougars lead. Angus's serve, dug out back row, picked up by Webb and shot over, and it's dug out by the Eagles, free balled over. Baylor to Webb as it's on the top of the net, and Ingram goes over and makes it 8-6. Service over as it will roll the net cord on the bounce back, and Dayspring catches a break and gets a point, makes it 8-7. Dug out back row by the Cougars. Near side will be Skipworth, and she will pound one home, make it 9-7. As Whittem will go back to serve for the Cougars. As ref saying we're going to check the score, and it should be 9-7, and it is 9-7. Scoreboard's correct now. Service across, and it'll be dug out back row by Ingram. Set up by Angus. He'll go over and right into the wheelhouse of Webb, and she puts one home. First to double digits is Res Christian, and both times that they've done that, they have won the set. Ball put back row, and he's set up for Fargo as it be tipped up. Webb, we're going to give it to Linneman, and Linneman flat-footed attack over and gets the kill. And it'll be a timeout by Dayspring. That would be their first timeout of the set. Close to the same time that they took a timeout their last two sets. But as soon as they got to 11 points, did Dayspring take a timeout. And this time, they're only down by 4 instead of down by 5 like normal. But it tends to happen like that because you're just like, hey, once they hit so many points, then we are going to take this timeout and make sure that we get the chance to give ourselves a chance to get in this game, as this is playing for the number 2 and number 3 spot in this pool. Coming out of the timeout, Res Christian will still have the serve. As a serve back row set up by Angus, far side for Donahoe, and it'll be picked up and freed over by the Eagles. Webb, and it'll be in the net is Ingram, and it's 12-7. Res Christian. Back row dug out by Ingram. Set up Angus. Ingram will play one over. Webb, shoot across for Riley, as this ball will be tipped over and off the fingertips of Webb and out. And Dayspring will grab a point from Res Christian, make it 12-8, and that'll give Sarah Ingram the serve. Back row dug out. Webb with a shoot for Skipworth, and she will find the back line and in for a kill and makes it 13-8. A short serve as this goes back over and right in the wheelhouse of Preston Linneman. Webb will have to push this one over and be dug out and pushed over by the Eagles, and Linneman will push it over on a weak attack and gets the kill. Makes it 14-8. Back row set up as be two Eagles playing for it, and a lift, or a carry call on the play over from the Cougars, as it's Donahoe getting called on the carry. Makes it 15-8, and the Cougars still have the serve. This ball with a lot of mustard on it, and it goes into the stands. Makes it 15-9. And it'll give Maggie Fargo the serve. Fargo goes back row, dug out, picked up by the Cougars, and Preston Linneman finds the line. 16-9. Cougars serve. It'll be dug out by Angus, back row. Picked up by Fargo. Just a free ball over. Webb will tip it over, and she'll get herself a kill and makes it 17-9. Skipworth will have the serve. Dug out back row by Angus. Picked up, and it'll be Fargo with the free ball over, and Skipworth cannot handle the free ball, and becomes 17-10. And back in defensively will be Baylor. Back row dug out, and it's picked up by Webb, and Preston will hit the net. And she's saying, hey, I hit all block there, but the refs are right there too. So into the net, it becomes 17-11. Donahoe with the serve. She'll go back row, set up near side, and it'll be a shoot, and out is Preston. And it's 17-12. Michaela Donahoe with the serve. Dug out back row by Baylor. Near side will be Riley, and it'll be Hannah Donahoe gets the free ball and pounds one home, 17-13. Michaela with the serve, be picked up back row, served and bumped over by the Cougars just on a free ball. Block at the net, and Donahoe gets one to fall in, and it's 14-17 as the Eagles are coming back. Near side will be dug out back row. Lennon be pushed over on a free ball and by the Eagles. Gets it off of Whittam, and Res Christian will take a timeout, and they will have one left. It's 17-15 here. This is the last match of pool play before we go into the number 3 teams on this court from each pool. The loser of this match right here will be the number 3 team. Winner will be the number 2 team in this pool. As both teams coming out of the timeout, only 2 points separate them, and 1 set separates them. This is set number 4. And Michaela Donahoe will still have the serve. Donahoe dug out back row. Picked up. Linneman will have the attack. Donahoe, Hannah will put one down and through the block, and she makes it a 1-point game. So with little sister Michaela serving, Hannah has put home some points, and this ball will go out and give the Res Christian the ball back and a point. Makes it 18-16, and in is Boulders. Madison Webb will serve for the Cougars. Picked up back row by Donahoe, and she will have a flat-footed attack out of the back row. Webb back to Boulders, picked up by the Eagles. Near side will be Spencer Linneman, and she will put one home in the back corner where no one was playing, and it becomes 19-16. The serve gets played up back row. Fargo with the short set. Donahoe will put one home, and in the net they say was Lohr, and it's 19-17. Res Christian can just not put Dayspring away as Hannah Donahoe will get the serve herself. Serve back row, picked up Webb, and should be to Lohr. Dug out by the Eagles. Short set and picked up and out. And a 1-point game now as Taylor Ingram gets a kill. 19-18. And Hannah Donahoe still has the serve for the Eagles. Picked up. Webb, back piece, and that one will hit the antenna and make it 19-19. Donahoe serve, back row, gets dug out, back set, and out is Preston Linneman and make it 20-19 as Dayspring regains the lead, and Rez Christian, not Daysprings, will use their last timeout. Dayspring still has one left as Donahoe have been the key contributors for this comeback for Dayspring. As they will maintain the serve out of the timeout. And it'll still be Hannah Donahoe serving. 20-19, Dayspring leads. She'll serve it back row, near side for Spencer Linneman, and it'll be freed over. Be picked up and short set, and be picked up and freed over by the Eagles. Far side will be Preston Linneman, freed over by the Eagles. Picked up, near side, Linneman goes back row and off the arm of Michaela Donahoe and ties this up at 20, and Preston will give herself the serve. And it will hit the net, and Dayspring got a break there. And it's 21-20 as Kaylee Angus will go back and serve for the Eagles. (21-10), picked up by the back row, tipped over by the by the Cougars. Off the block, picked up and pushed over for the Cougars. Set up near side for Riley, and she will put one down the line and even this up at 21-21. Riley Linneman has been quiet lately as most of the sets have been going to Preston. And now it is 21-21. The serve ends up long, and it's 22-21 Dayspring. That gives a serve to Emily Kurz. Kurz will put one into the net, and it's 22 all. And now it'll be Carly Whittam to come on to serve for the Cougars. 22-22, Res Christian, Dayspring Christian. As it's going to be a free ball attack over. Set up, short side will be Riley, and she will find the back of the court and make it 23-22, Res Christian. Whittam has been a spark plug in the service department as it's picked up back row, set up near side for Donahoe, picked up, dug out, and real side and out as Tyler Ingram could not get that to fall as Res Christian up 24-22, timeout taken by Dayspring, their final timeout, and it's 22-24 with Res Christian leading, and Res Christian on the brink of a match set, or match point right now. Both teams are just pretty much exhausted. This is the, let's see, 8th. This is the 12th set for Res Christian, and it is the 10th set for Dayspring. The serve is up for match point. And it's popped up. Fargo can find the back corner and makes it 24-23. And they stave off one. And if Dayspring can get this point to fall, we're going to go to extras. The serve is up and picked up back row. Webb shoots near side for Skipworth, and she puts one home, and that ends it. 25-23. And that will make this pool decided as the Res Christian Cougars defeat the Daysprings Eagles. First, it was Dayspring in 3-1. Dayspring takes set 1, 25-19, and Res took the rest. 25-13, 25-19, 25-23. Res Christian is now the number 2 out of this pool. So the pool has been set. Akron number 1, Res number 2, Dayspring number 3, and Briggsdale number 4 out of this set, as the next up on this court will be match number 7, will be number 3, which will be Dayspring Christian versus Gold Pool number 3. And we are yet to figure that one out, as they're still on match number 5 over there before they have another one. And that will do it for this. Our pool is decided. Just waiting on the next. Here on the 15th annual NJC Spectacular, this big-time small-town media production on ColoradoPreps.tv.